Today I'm doing a video on discernment of fake news. In order to be able to discern what is fake news, that is between what is emotional, what is real and what is unreal, you need to have something called discernment. Discernment is supposed to come from school, but school doesn't teach discernment. Why not? Because if you are able to see or to be able to conclude what is real or not and what is not real, you wouldn't be confused, and you'd also be able to have the faculties to do discernment. Discernment requires investigation, it requires thinking, it requires looking at both sides. And if you could do that, you'd be able to come to conclusions on your own merit. And coming to conclusions on your own merit outside the government schools or outside the patterns and the algorithms that the government has downloaded into your brains, you therefore become dangerous for society, because it means that you can say things which are true, and not only that, you can back them up with logic. Today in school, what you're taught is to use emotion as logic. Emotion has become the new logic. Emotion and logic have changed place, just like boy and girl have changed place. There's a confusion out there. Not to say that being a boy or a girl or changing your sex is wrong, just that things are just starting to change around like the globe. They're just starting to spin. For some of us, it's a bit too fast. So what's happening today, ladies and gentlemen, especially the kids out there, is that you're not being taught discernment. Discernment is a very good word. In order to understand things, in order to see things clearly, you need to have that tool. That tool should be taught to you by school, and it's not. If it was taught to you by school, the society would be very different. School downloads and inputs patterns and ways of thinking into you, so that when you react to things in society, you are reacting in a way that they want you to react in. That way they can control you. So if they do something to you, they'll expect you to react in a particular way. If you can discern and you can see what it is that they're doing, you might not react, or you might react in a different way, and then you become dangerous, because you become free and you have control over your own mind. And having control over your own mind in this day and age is not something they want. They don't want you to have control over your body. They don't want you to have control over your DNA. They don't want you to have control in what's going on inside your body. And they definitely don't want you to have control over how you think. So remember that, kids. Next time you go to school and you're reading those textbooks and you need to regurgitate those textbooks in order to get points, in order to get to uni, in order to get a good job, in order to have a family, in order to be loving and kind, and all those other things that you're told you're supposed to have, it's just a big fat lie. Right? It's just a big lie.